This is your guy EF with EF Sports 1. It's the Super Bowl recap. Congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs and Pat Mahomes for winning the MVP, but also shout out and hats off to the Philadelphia Eagles. They came up just a little short, but they had a great season. But we have to figure out where I was right and where I was wrong, or where I was on point or where I was not. So let's recap. Last week we talked about what Kansas City needed to do to win the Super Bowl, and we talked about what the Eagles needed to do to win the Super Bowl. For starters, I said that Kansas City had to stop the run. They had to stop the Eagles' run game. I also said that Scantling, the receiver, number 11, would have to have a good day. And I said if the Kansas City Chiefs keep the game close, keep it in range, they would steal it late. I was on 2 out of the 3. The Eagles did slow down the run game. The Chiefs did slow down the run game. The Eagles' leading rusher was Hurts, and he had 70 yards. As a team, they had 115 yards. They needed more yards than that to control the tempo. Now, they did a great job of keeping Mahomes off the field in the first half, but not so much in the second half. But the real reason why you want to run the ball is because you just want to plot. You want to kind of methodically move through. They liked it when JalenHurts was throwing bombs. They liked it when JalenHurts was getting big yardage, getting big gains and passing downs and running for first down. They like that because that's what Kansas City likes. They want to get that up tempo. That's in their element. They want to see 35 points on the board. They like that. And so passing a lot, throwing a lot, that sort of played into Kansas City's hands, in my opinion. So number one, Kansas City did stop the run. Number two, I said Scantling had to have a good game. I was wrong. It wasn't Scantling that had the good game. It was Juju. I knew it was going to be one of the receivers. I thought it was going to be either Tony or Scantling, but it ended up being Juju. But nonetheless, one of them had it, and it was Juju. The third thing that I said, if they keep the game close, if the Eagles do not pull away, Kansas City would steal it late. Kansas City stole the game late. When I say steal the game late, I don't mean like they cheated or whatever. What I mean is Kansas City, Mahomes, they get this energy going. They start making plays. Everybody gets happy. And when they start making plays, good things happen. And they're experienced. They understand the moment. And they took advantage of the moment. And they pulled off late and pulled away late. Great job by Kansas City. Now, on the other side, I said that the Eagles, in order for them to win, it would be nice if somebody on that D-line would be able to get to Mahomes. And I was saying Reddick is the guy. I kept saying, don't let Reddick wreck the game if you're a Kansas City fan. And guess what? They didn't let him wreck the game. He was nowhere to be found. That was number one. Then I said the Eagles need to look at, if they can't run the ball, which I said if they run the ball really well, they'll kill Kansas City. They didn't run it really well, so we had a game. And I said if they're going to stop the run, look for the tight end. And they looked for the tight end. He was open the majority of the night, making great plays off great passes from Hurts. Outstanding job. But I said this, and I meant this. Philadelphia was the better team, I thought, going in. And they had to prove it. They needed to be up 10, 14 points going into the fourth quarter or in the fourth quarter. A close game I'm giving to Kansas City based on the experience and just based on the wild card, which is Pat Mahomes. But Hurts showed us a lot. I said that he was going to have to prove with his arm and legs that he could get it done, and he almost did. I just feel like that played into Kansas City's hands. They wanted the up and down. They wanted the back and forth. They wanted to keep the pressure on the Eagles to continue to have to score. And they started kicking field goals there, and things went left a little bit. But the crazy thing is, you're up, I believe, 10-7, and you kick a field goal when you almost could have had a touchdown, and you feel good because you're up 10. I think you're up 7. You could have gone up 14. You kick a field goal. You're up 10. You still feel good. And then in a blink of an eye, you're down 8. I mean, that's Kansas City. That's what they do. And I mentioned that a few years ago against the 49ers. 49ers they were shut down, locked down. They were up 10 going into the third or fourth quarter. Pat Mahomes, that energy, excitement, making plays, things happen. All it takes is one play. Boom. 49ers lose the game. Kansas City is the Super Bowl champions. That happened a couple years ago. I said it would happen again if the Eagles let the game stay close, and they did. So overall, was I on point? Was I off point? I was on point. The only thing I really missed was the Scantling. And it wasn't Scantling that had the big game. It was Juju. So take it for what it's worth. I appreciate everybody tuning in. And we will do this again. NBA season is rolling. So we're going to talk some NBA real soon.